a Toastmaster. Um, I appreciate the introduction here. This is my first speech, so I guess this is supposed to be my icebreaker, but I don't think I quite did that job. I'll come back to do my icebreaker. That's it. Let's get started here. So stop doing work no one credits you for. Think about the last thing you delivered to someone. Maybe it was a trip that you planned for your family. Maybe it was a week that you had to be in front of a client for work. How much time went into the thing versus everything around the thing? Think about that for a second. That everything around the thing, your customer never saw it, your boss never saw it, your family never saw it, but you lived it. Let's go deeper. Let me give you a couple of examples here. Now, you've all probably booked a flight as part of your family trip. What did you end up doing there, right? You probably spent 47 hours browsing tabs and tracking prices and comparing seats, loyalty points, baggage fees, all of that. But really, what did your family want? The family just wanted that trip plan. But then 18 hours later, you got this confirmation number, and that was really the thing that you wanted, right? Let's take another example, a work trip that you had to plan. Now, your company simply just wants you to be in front of that client and do what you do best. But what did you have to do? You probably had to set up some appointments, search for flights, search for hotels, book those, layovers and loyalty points and all of that, book Ubers, whatnot, right? And then you come back from your trip, you do all of that work in reverse again because you got to file for your expense reports. That's 2 weeks, I don't know, whatever that overhead was for maybe a 3-hour meeting. The outcome in both of these cases was very, very simple, a very simple thing that provides actual value. And that's what you get credit for. And the overhead, that's the invisible work that nobody ever credits you for. Now, here's the thing about overhead. It's invisible except for you. It eats your day, it eats your week, whatnot. Now, let's jump into what does this mean for us today in this given day and age. You've heard a lot about AI lately, I'm pretty sure. Agents and co-pilots and assistants, a lot of noise out there. Now, let me tell you what these AI agents can do for you and what they don't as well. They don't replace your judgment. They don't make the decisions for you, but they are helping you along the way. So the essence here is AI agents don't replace your thinking, but they can clear the path for your thinking. Let me make this real. This is something I lived myself just last week. I took my family out to San Diego. I have 2 kids, a 7-year-old and a 5-year-old. We had a full day planned, and then the weather flipped. There was rain all day long. Now, if you've ever been stuck with 5-year-old and a 7-year-old, it's not much of a vacation day. It's a hostage situation, especially if you're stuck indoors, right? Now, so the night before, I gave my AI agent a prompt saying, hey, look, this rain thing is coming. So find me something which is about maybe 2 hours radius from San Diego. That's where we were. And it has at least 3 hours of a dry window, right? Preferably outdoor activities and kid friendly. Boom, 10 minutes later, I had a place I had never heard of. Borrego Springs, a state park in the desert, The agent mapped out the route for me. It flagged the gas stations, found a lunch spot for the kids, recommended we start at the visitor center. Now, here's what the agent did not do. When we went to the visitor center, the ranger at that place told us about these massive metal sculptures hidden in the desert and the wildflowers were blooming. Please go make those trips, go visit those places. We had no idea about those at all. But that conversation, that human moment, made the difference to that trip. We actually made that trip out there. We did get the 4 hours of sunshine, mostly. And when we got back in the car, it started raining. The agent did not create the day for us, but it got us to the starting line in 10 minutes instead of probably having to spend the whole day, indoors with the kids who were probably not going to be happy, making us unhappy at the end of the day. So here's my question. If someone handed you 10 hours back this week, not by working faster, but by making overhead disappear, what would you do with it? Maybe you take something bigger on at work. Maybe you spend it with your kids. Whatever it might be, the question is, how can you reduce your overhead so you're more effective with your own time? Now, I'll close by saying this. The next time you are drowning in browser tabs, figuring out how to upload receipts, filling out forms for your trips or whatnot, ask yourself, is this the outcome or is this an overhead? And if you find yourself saying, hey, this is overhead, find a way to use technology to your advantage to reduce that overhead for you. It actually can be optional in these days. Stop doing work no one credits you for. Thank you.